Another Hendrick driver is out due to injury, and we've got some YouTubers on a cup car. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. As you might have heard last night on the live stream from Bumblebee, Alex Bowman got in a crash in his sprint car on dirt last night. And unfortunately, today it was revealed in a statement by Alex Bowman that he will miss the next few weeks coming up. I think it's 4 weeks off the top of my head that he will miss coming up. And in the interim, he will be replaced by Josh Berry. Now, first things first, I hope Alex Bowman is okay. But this does bring up a debate that a lot of people have been having, so let's jump into that right here because it has two sides. The first side of the debate is this: you should let your drivers do whatever they want to do in the off-season, in the regular season. Let them do whatever they want to do because happy drivers are fast drivers. And to be totally honest, that is actually where I fall on this particular argument. I think that you should let your drivers race within reason, some races here and there. During the season, during the off season, I don't believe in holding your driver down and not letting them race anything, whether it be dirt, whether it be whatever, whether they be, skiing or whatever they're doing, let them live their life, let them do what they want to do. And the theory behind this is, or at least the school of thought behind this is, if you have a happy driver, if you're letting them do sort of what they want to do, then they will be a more productive, faster race car driver. Of course, there is another side to this argument, and that side goes like this. You got to keep the sponsors happy. There is a lot of money involved in this sport. If you have a driver signed to a multi-million-dollar contract, you have to make sure that you honor that sponsor that has signed that contract. So you've got to basically put, bubble wrap around them and not let them do anything. This is not to just totally polarize or anything, but this is the Joe Gibbs model. The previous model I just mentioned is the Hendrick Motorsports model. Hendrick Motorsports lets their drivers pretty much do whatever they want to do. Fairly new deal. Rick Hendrick didn't used to do this. Joe Gibbs' model is, hey, Christopher Bell argument, right? Hey, we're not going to let Christopher Bell race dirt if we can help it because we've got him signed to this multi-million-dollar deal and eyes on the prize. Let's go, for a championship. That seems to be the Joe Gibbs model. So, like I said, I don't think that there's necessarily a right or wrong argument. There's just two different schools of thought on this. And like I said, I lean toward the Hendrick side, but let me know, did I miss one of these points down below? Let me know down in the comments, which side do you stand on this particular argument? Because like at the racetrack, there were 2 or 3 guys. Like I said, I was at the racetrack today when this news broke. There were 2 or 3 guys that were like, hey man, there's so much money in the sport, you can't let them race whatever they want to because situations like this are going to arise and it's going to take them possibly out of a championship contender role or something like that. So I don't know, maybe there's a happy medium where you let them sort of do what they want to do in the off season, or you let them do what they want to do in the off season and the regular season, but come playoff time, they're not allowed to do anything but wrap them up in bubble wrap and put them in a corner until race day. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. All right, but there is another story we need to get to before we go out of here. Live Fast Motorsports has teamed with the Daily Downforce, Out of the Groove, Black Flags Matter, Danny B Talks, The Iceberg, Garage Guys, I think, are on the back of it. Scene Vault podcast is on there somewhere, and anybody I missed, I apologize. But really a cool deal. The BJ McLeod, I guess, is going to run this in the NASCAR Cup Series at Darlington, and that is a gorgeous car. And there is a link somewhere, if just check the social media of all those guys. But there is a link somewhere where you can get the diecast, the t-shirt, and all that. You guys are going to make me go broke with diecast. They just released the Petty throwback for North Wilkesboro, and now we've got this diecast. I mean, I'm going to have to get that diecast, possibly a t-shirt too, if they sell them in extra fat. So I don't know. Yeah, I think this is really cool. I'm really glad that all this came together. It looks like the Daily Downforce sort of organized it, and then all these guys got together to do it. Also, it looks like they're going to have a podcast party bus. I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but stay tuned. I guess they they will explain it probably tonight on the NASCAR Weekly Podcast. So I guess here's your free, not sponsored, but here's your free commercial. Watch the NASCAR Weekly Podcast tonight for more details, but really cool. All those guys are super cool that I've talked to and met. So glad that they're on a Cup car, and it's a really good looking Cup car. So hopefully good luck to them, and hope they have a really good run at Darlington. All right, and one more thing before I go. Trackhouse. Pitbull is one of the owners in that, and he is all the way in with Trackhouse because his new studio album will be called Trackhouse by Pitbull. So that's really cool that he is all in on the NASCAR Cup side of things. Just the last odd bit before we wrap it up here. And we are wrapping it up here. So if this is your first time to the channel and you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. All your subscriptions mean a lot to this channel. And if you're already subscribed, you know I appreciate your subscription as well. If you got a comment, question, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.